welcome back, my beautiful lizard friends. I am, we all are Sando. We are here on Sando Likes Walks. We defeated Darius Cornley in the last episode, an old enemy, but we didn't find any trace of Elsa, the missing scout we are looking for. And yeah, we are still somewhere in Old Dracovia, in a place called Twin Falls. That's where we exited the cave of Darius Cornley. And I don't really know where we are, to be honest. But I guess we'll find out. And still we need to go back to the rover camp and to Devil's Crossing. So I think maybe take a quick look at where we are. Ooh. Ah, on the other side of this area. Oh, what's going on here? Skeletal knights fighting against someone? Who are you? More rovers. Ah, okay, I see. We found another rover people. And the rift gate, that's great. Hey, Palda. Be wary, traveler. The savages living up in the Four Hills have destroyed this one's magnificent structure in an effort to trap their victims. With the bridge gone and the road to Smuggler's Pass washed out by storms, the way north is bare to us. Is there no other way? There's one other, but you would be fooled to try it. Doubts appear there are ruins of the ancient city of Arcovia. There's a passage there to the Arcovian Undercity that leads into the Broken Hills. You would be wise to turn back. That is the realm of the Cursed Dead. The Cursed Dead? Yes, the remnants of Arcovia's cursed people. Their tale is a tragic one, but none could tell it better than Amkala back at our camp near New Harbor. I will have to speak to her. So, I think... yeah, here the bridge is destroyed. I think that's the point where we return to the rover camp, because here, I think that's the ruins of Arcovia. Broken Hills. Let's return to the camp and see where it's going to lead us. Because now we also need to go back to Devil's Crossing. But first I think, yeah, we are here. There's the Broken Hills, Steps of Torment, nice name. And I think there was something else I wanted to do. Not to forget, I wanted to go back to the city where we gave those people the scraps. And where they are terrorized by this guy, because now that Conley is dead, we are finally free of Conley's oppression, and it's all thanks to you. Yeah. But the guy already fled on himself. Too sad. I wanted to punch him, to be honest. But I didn't have the chance. Too sad. Too sad. So let's go to the rover camp. And then return to Devil's Crossing. Hand in some of the quests we still have. And see where our path leads us next. If we have to go to the ruins of Old Dracovia now. Or if there's anything else. I'll sleep easier knowing that the psychopath is eating dirt. I may not be a good man, but I have limits. And the things that Cornley did, it's enough to turn your stomach. Sounds grim. How goes your mission? I have destroyed the forges. You could hear the commotion you have caused from here. Well done, your payment is promised. Now, I'm wondering if you would be up for a little more work. What could that possibly be? Somewhere inside Conley's hideout underneath the Four Hills there lives a bastard by the name of Moneybags Martin. Huh, we already killed Moneybags Martin. He earned his moniker exploiting poor travelers such as my old group. A few months ago, Martin and his band caught us out on the road demanding all our valuables. I refused, and for that he took my eye. That was the day I left my rover elders, no longer willing to let this unforgiving world split all over our pacifist lifestyle. Together with my brothers and sisters, we fight against our enemy instead of hiding and praying. I can't just leave them to pursue my revenge though. That is why I'd like you to be the deliverer of my vengeance. Find Martin, leave his corpse to rot in those tunnels, then return to me. I've already slain Moneybags Martin. You are ruthlessly effective. I hope he screamed for help, his wailing unanswered in those old mine tunnels. Thank you, you've put my mind at ease. No problem. You're welcome. So, then we also have this one. Ah, I give her the history thingy. Yeah. Did you know that Arcovia is the ancient birthplace of the Wawari? I could tell you much of this land if you have time for a tale. I found some texts you may find interesting. Got a lot of reputation with them. What an astonishing discovery! I thank you in the name of all Wawari and for bringing these texts to us. I will make certain that all Wowers who visit here learn of the contents. Okay. You've returned. Do you have the royal jelly? Short story about this. We didn't find another royal jelly, but as I put some stuff on my stash on my bank, basically, I did find a bit of a royal jelly in there that I found in the older adventures back in the day. So I put it in my bag, and now we have enough royal jelly. Yes, here it is. So what did we learn? We got royal jelly balm. And we got a recipe for royal jelly balm. Okay. That's perfect. You have no idea how helpful this will be. Please take some for the road ahead. You never know when you'll need it. And please let me show you how to make some yourself. It's the least we could do for saving so many lives. Thank you very much. Very appreciated. Can we buy something new? Did we get up in there? No, we're still friendly. So we can't buy any of the recipes and blueprints. I remember we still have this thing of Swanley.
Well spent.
The diaries of Swanley, basically. Let's see. Swanley's Notes Part 1. When the attack stopped and the Ethereals sent in their envoys, they knew they had us by the balls. All they had to do was squeeze, and any other man would have sung them a tune worthy of the Irulan opera. But they've never contended with Darius Cornley. They came, two of them, humans in robes. Only thing that gave them away was the eyes. The eyes glowed that sickly ether green. They offered me a chance to surrender, a chance to live out our lives as vessels and breeders for the growing army. I sent their heads back on spikes, see if the spirits survived that. But when they came back again with new terms, well, then they were speaking my language. I was to be a piece in their grand design, a master of my very own army of ether-empowered humans. All I had to do was to pledge myself to their cause and to plant one of the crystals within the mine. The rest, they said, would be revealed in time. So he was able to kill the envoys first, okay. So for some reason they made him another offer instead of killing him. That's interesting. But whatever happened, he agreed to it. Of course, he wanted power and he wanted to live through it. Let's see. We have the North Part 2. The Ethereals left. They are headed north to Homestead in order to squash a human resistance orchestrated by the damned Black Legion. I've been left to my own devices, but for one caveat, eradicate Devil's Crossing. It's a task I will relish with great pleasure. There are so many ways I could squeeze the life out of Bourbon, but unfortunately I'll have to settle for just one. Perhaps after I behead this mangled corpse, I'll shove him full of ether shards and bring him back as a personal servant. Then I can kill him over and over and over again. Wow, that is a man full of hate if there ever was one. But first I must finish my glorious army. Another batch of aspiring followers is due to arrive within the hour. They have no idea of what suffering and agony is in store for them. I sometimes wish that more would die during the procedure. The failed ones make for such entertaining playthings, their screams echoing through the tunnels. Perhaps today I will have to slit one's throat just for good fun. So he's just like a really bad person, like a real asshole, if there ever was one. Whew, interesting. So now we go back to Devil's Crossing. We finished our task in killing Burnley, and I think they will send us on our way to another place. We still have to go to so many places. But yeah. Oh, this Homestead. He mentioned Homestead. So I wonder if this will be our next goal to go. Corvian Basin, I think that's the second DLC. But first we go back to Devil's Crossing to see. Can't wait to see what's going on. Oi, Bourbon! Got you some stuff. Some interesting news.
Well, is it finished?
Darius is no more and his gang is scattered.
The world is a little safer today with that monster dead. Now what of Elsa? You must have seen something.
Darius did not have Elsa.
Damnation! Perhaps she escaped and ran for Homestead. Or maybe they sold her. I have to go back out there. If there is any chance that Elsa still lives, I have to find her. I owe her that much.
What do we do now?
Now that we're not in any imminent danger, we need to deal with a more subtle enemy. Starvation. Devil's Crossing is running out of food and our supply runs are coming up dry. We need a reliable source of food and we need it fast. Barnabas has some ideas as to what we can do. Speak to him immediately.
I will speak to Barnabas. Yeah, that's a big
There are a few
problem.
people I hold in high regard, and I count you and Bourbon among them.
And any other areas you explored? Okay, it was basically everywhere, but I don't really want to see a history lesson now. We do get anything in here? We are respected now. Now we have like a lot of blueprints that we could use. And not yet here, but we can buy some blueprints. Let's buy all of them
Iron well spent.
and see if we can do anything with them.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Does it show me if I already learned? Yeah. Okay. We already learned all of them. And here's more, but for this we need a bit of time. Root of Lizard's Crossing. Faction documents recognizing you as a paragon of their people. It does not stack with mandates. A mandate would override this bonus. Ah, more... Ooh. Ooh. Well, the highest you get. What's that? Rare augment. Wow. So let's see if we can craft anything interesting, maybe.
Put it to good use.
Not a chair, of course.
The best I can with what I've got.
Powered relics. Wow. What do we have? Elemental damage, spirit, movement speed, elemental resistance. That I kinda like. Offensive ability, pierce damage, just help. Calamity is what I got, right? No, I got equilibrium. Physical damage. Equilibrium is what I got. Facia, cold damage, of course, makes sense with the name. Gluttony, it's the new one. But we need ancient heart, what is vitality damage, okay. Doesn't help us that much. Gunslinger, we're not a gunslinger. Ruination. I think we're kinda good with powers already. Weapon, axes, okay. Implements. Okay, swords, 200 melee. Range. Chest, guardsman, breastplate, not cool. Devil's Court. I don't know, it's all kinda not that cool. Guardsman, defender. Bending sets don't help us much. Maven's Lens. Elemental damage. Spirit. Chaos resistance. What do we have on metal? One that isn't that good, I think. Can we make one? Yeah, we can. Let's create one. And this is like the stuff we can put on things. We have a lot. We can put ether crystals to ether shards. Wherever we should do that.
I happen to find it.
Now,
Back
let's
here.
switch this one, I think. 29% elemental damage, more spirit. Increase energy regeneration. Chaos resistance, bleeding resistance. And 2 to Maven's Spear of Protection. That's this one, right? No, that's more correct. We don't have this Spear of Protection. But still looks kinda nice. This is a protective shield that absorbs incoming physical blows. 30% chance on hit. Nice. I think it's still kinda good. Yeah. Yeah. Scanners elemental exchange we also don't need use, so I think that's okay. Yeah. We can put some enchantment on it.
Safe storage. No
Do we
question.
have more metals? All of this stuff. Okay. Good damage, lightning damage, electrocute. Energy. Physical damage. Health. Cold resistance, freeze duration. I think this one is nearly the best. Okay, this one we sell. Some stuff we put here. I think the wild jelly we can put back. Is it key? Yeah, I think we're good. And I mean, I don't use any of those until now. We have like a lot of oils and whatever, but we don't use them at all. This is also something to use, I think. 8-second duration, damage absorption, skill, disruption, protection.
It's safe.
But I think the moment we use it up, the moment it's gone. So I don't really want to use it up. Do we have anything here now? Take a look at the bounty. Casper is interested in studying some of the old Grim Dawn relics. He requested that a calamity be created for him so that he may investigate its magical properties. Yeah, maybe rewarded with blood of eternal art. Basically, bounties, I guess, we get our reputation up and it helps us
See anything you like?
obtain new stuff. I wanted to take the corpse dust out of it. And it helps us get some rare materials, I think. What do we have? Because we need to talk to Barnabas, of course. I confused Barnabas with Casper, to be honest. So I want to keep the corpse dust. It's empty. Okay.
Ah, there you are. Come, come. We have an errand you must perform immediately.
Excuse me?
Yes, at once. Do not tarry. There are experiments to be run, and Darlet and I require explosive materials immediately. No time for questions. These magical artifacts aren't going to break themselves down, now are they? Are you still here? Head to the mines around the Arcovian foothills and Old Arcovia immediately.
We have dynamite. I don't like to part with it, but we have.
Oh, good, good. Let us start the experiment immediately.
Oui.
Darlet, prep the blast furnace.
Is this safe?
Of course. I am fully confident that it will function as intended. Well, there may be a slight chance that we will tear apart reality when the artifact is consumed by the conflagration, but chances of that are very low. So low. 1 in a billion. You're safe. Really?
Am I? I don't trust this at all, and I hope it's worth 3 dynamite. This can't end well.
I was correct. Just look at these wonderful components. We can finally begin studying artifacts properly. If only the Erelon Museum Society could see me now, they would be absolutely furious. Oh, and if you wish, you can have Darling break down any items you find. Just bring her more explosives.
I am. Thanks, I guess.
Tinkering is my specialty.
Ah, now I can dismantle things. There's an item then. Oh. The dismantle window allows you to break unwanted items down into their components parts, which can be used. Okay. So I basically can, if I have like something good and dynamite that I want to part with, but I'm still kind of
For now.
not happy to part with any dynamite, then I could use it. Okay, I see. So let's talk to Barnabas and see what we need to do to get some food.
Come, friend. Share a glass of clean water.
Oh,
Come, friend. Share a glass of clean water with old Barnabas to celebrate your victory in Burwich.
one is said you have a plan for our food situation.
Right to business, then. Before the world fell apart, Burwich got its food stocks from the vast farmlands to the northwest. With the bridge repaired, we need to find a way back to Homestead. The journey will take you far to the northwest, and I haven't a clue what's out there. Start by following the road out into the Arcovian foothills, all the way through Old Arcovia. With luck, the old coastal bridge near Twin Falls still stands. If that's not an option, you'll have to look for Smuggler's Pass. It's an old smuggling route that ran through the Broken Hills. It should connect to Homestead. We must find out whether the farmlands can still support us, or if the Grim Dawn claimed them as it did Burwitch.
We already know that the bridge isn't intact anymore and that we have to go through the smuggler tunnels. What can I expect out there?
Nobody's been as far north as Homestead in months, so I can only imagine what sort of horrors have crawled out of the mountain crags following the Grim Dawn. Stay sharp out there.
I will. So, this is our next goal. We were here. Now our next goal is to go all the way up here. Here we can't go. So... Ooh, that looks terrible. So we have to go to the smuggling pass. Find a way to Homestead. We are here in Twin Falls, Tyrant's Hold. We can't go here. I guess we come through the Broken Hills. Hopefully we don't have to see the Steps of Torment. Then we have the Barren Islands, Smuggler's Pass, and whatever this is. Come to Homestead. Homestead is our next goal. Ooh, I have a feeling then we'll see what's going on here. Necropolis. Ooh, that sounds grim. And then we still have all this way here, but that seems to be also an expansion because Malmud was the first expansion. Fort Velbury, don't know where this belongs to. But this is a long road we have to go. So, yeah, that is our next goal. We have a straight path in front of our eyes, and with that, I need to say goodbye to you today. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate if you would consider like or subscription to the channel, or maybe both, that would be amazing. Maybe leave a comment if you want to say hi. Just say hi, I like that. And yeah, we see each other in the next episode when we are starting to Homefall, I think. And hopefully we get a bit of, yeah, food there. Food is a bit of a problem, yeah. Now we defeated all those big bad enemies, but we're going to starve. That's kinda sad. So, thank you very much, and see you in the next episode. See you on the channel around whenever you want to, and have a great time. Thank you, bye, and until next time.